You're standing at the end of the leash, coat zipped, and your dog has stopped dead over the same scruffy patch of grass for the 5th time in 2 minutes. You sigh, give a little tug, and say, "Come on, let's go." Most of us treat the daily walk like a session on a treadmill. We assume a good walk is a straight, uninterrupted march from point A to point B, designed strictly to burn off physical energy and tire out the legs. Under that framework, every time the dog stops to smell the grass is a frustrating delay. But a dog experiences a walk as exercise for the mind. Pulling them past every interesting scent leaves their intense biological need to investigate the world completely unspent. If you march a dog for an hour but deny them the chance to stop and read their environment, you are building an athlete with zero outlet for their mental energy. The result is a physically fit, highly frustrated, and highly anxious animal. Think about a modern dog's daily routine. We choose when they eat. We choose when they go outside, when they come back in, who they play with, and when they sleep. A domestic dog has astonishingly little control over their own life. Yet a contented mind, in animals just as in humans, relies heavily on a sense of agency. They need the freedom to follow their own curiosity and make independent choices. Sniffing a lamppost represents a rare opportunity for your dog to exercise that choice. Hurrying them along strips away that opportunity, actively denying them one of their only real moments of autonomy. To understand why that lack of choice matters, we must clear up how dogs actually smell. We tend to assume a dog's nose is a stronger version of ours. In reality, it is a completely different piece of biological hardware, doing a completely different job. We have 6 million scent receptors. Your dog has over 100 million. Their olfactory bulb is proportionally 40 times larger than ours. And when they exhale, air leaves through side slits, never blowing away new scents, while their independent nostrils track an odor's direction. We walk into a room and we visually see it. Your dog walks into the exact same room and processes a dense, layered flood of chemical information that we lack the anatomy to even perceive. A cross-section of the canine skull reveals a hidden organ in the roof of the mouth, the Jacobson's organ. As chemical particles drift up, they illuminate it. It's built for one highly specialized function, detecting invisible chemical messages and pheromones left by other animals. When your dog presses his nose to a seemingly boring fence post, he is reading a complex timeline. He can determine who walked by, whether they were male or female, healthy or sick, calm or stressed, and whether they passed by an hour before yesterday morning. When he lifts his head, pauses, and goes back down for a second read, he is cross-checking his data. He is performing heavy cognitive processing to solve a chemical puzzle. Because reading those layers demands so much focus, 10 minutes of deep, uninterrupted scent work will tire a dog far more peacefully and deeply than an hour of physical running. Researchers Charlotte Duranton and Alexandra Horowitz designed a test to see if this olfaction directly alters a dog's psychological outlook. They took 20 dogs and split them into 2 groups. One group spent 2 weeks doing strict heel work, walking neatly beside their handler. The other group spent 2 weeks doing unstructured nose work, searching out hidden food. They ran a test mapped by this schematic. One bowl always had food, one was always empty, and an ambiguous third bowl sat in the middle. Rushing directly toward that uncertain bowl indicates optimism. Taking a hesitant route assumes nothing good. That's pessimism. After 2 weeks, the group allowed to engage in unstructured sniffing ran to the uncertain bowl significantly faster. The dogs doing tidy heel work showed absolutely no change. Giving those dogs the time to use their natural olfaction acted as a behavioral intervention. It physically shifted their baseline worldview from pessimistic to optimistic. That shift in optimism ties directly back to autonomy. Picking an interesting target, deciding how long to investigate it, and setting their own pace grants a dog a profound sense of personal agency. Following that natural curiosity triggers a neurological reward system. When a dog successfully solves an olfactory puzzle, their brain releases a quiet wave of feel-good chemistry, specifically dopamine. Watch the physical reaction as this dog settles into a long sniff. The flood of dopamine lowers their heart rate. Their shoulders drop, their breathing slows, and the frantic energy eases. The nose acts as an internal off switch. For an anxious dog, a scent trail provides a manageable puzzle they can successfully control in an otherwise unpredictable human world. Trainers have a name for the intentional practice of letting the nose lead. They call it a sniffari. You take shorter, slower walks, and you let the dog decide exactly where to explore. It requires us to surrender our own schedule. We have to stop dictating the destination and allow the dog to linger on a patch of pavement for as long as it takes them to finish reading it. The next time you're standing in the cold, holding your keys, and you feel that little flicker of impatience urging you to pull the leash and say, "Let's go," stop. Look down at your hands, intentionally feed slack into the leash, and give your dog 30 extra unhurried seconds. The ultimate act of empathy on a daily walk requires stepping back. It means putting an end to the forced march, doing less, and giving your dog the freedom to truly read the world.